Good morning. Welcome to the second section of electromagnetic waves 18 EC 55 for the fifth semester BE students electronics and communication engineering. In this session, the main points discussed in the vector analysis and relation between the coordinates and vector calculus and some of the numerical problems are discussed in this section. Let us discuss the vector calculus and numerical problems. Myself, Professor Anandish SP, Associate Professor, Department of E&C, Government Engineering College, Carpet, Mandya District. See here, there is a relation exists between the conversion of rectangular coordinate system to cylindrical coordinate system is that. See that we are converting rectangular coordinates into cylindrical coordinates and using the parameters of the rectangular coordinate systems we are converting to cylindrical coordinate system. Points to be remembered here is what are the variables, coordinate variables in rectangular coordinate system, and remember coordinate variables of cylindrical system. We know that cylindrical coordinates variables are rho, phi, z. Rho, phi, z are the parameters of the cylindrical coordinate system. X, y, z are the parameters of the variables of the rectangular coordinate system. In this conversion system, we have the rectangular parameters. Suppose you are convert to cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, first parameter A rho. See here, capital A suffix rho is equal to ax into x divided by square root of x square plus y square plus ay into y divided by square root of x square plus y square. This is the conversion formula from rectangular coordinate system to cylindrical coordinate system for the rho parameter. A is a vector, rho is a cylindrical coordinate system parameter. Similarly, a phi is equal to minus a suffix x into y divided by square root of x square plus y square plus ay into x divided by square root of x square plus y square. This is the value of a suffix phi or a phi. Now the value of az is equal to az in both the coordinates because z is equal to z here. Az is equal to az. Let us see rectangular to spherical system. Here also we remember coordinate variables of rectangular systems are x, y, z. X, y, z are the variable parameters of the variable coordinates parameters of the rectangular coordinate system. Spherical coordinate system, the parameters are r, theta and phi. R, theta and phi. Suppose you have to convert and you have to obtain the values of AR A theta and A phi. See here, AR is equal to AX into X divided by square root of X square plus Y square plus Z square plus A suffix Y or AY into Y divided by square root of X square plus Y square plus Z square plus AZ into Z divided by square root of X square Y square plus Z square. Okay, in this way we are converting rectangular points into spherical points. Similarly, A theta is equal to AX into XZ divided by X square plus Y square into X square plus Y square plus Z square plus AY into YZ divided by square root of X square plus Y square into square root of X square plus Y square plus Z square minus AZ into square root of X square plus Y square divided by square root of X square plus Y square plus Z square. This is the conversion formula to get A theta. And last value A phi. A phi is equal to minus of AX into Y divided by X square plus Y square plus AY into X divided by square root of X square plus Y square. This is the equivalent value in rectangular coordinates to obtain A phi value in the cylindrical system. Spherical system. Second one. First we discussed cylindrical coordinate system rho, phi, z, and here spherical system r, theta and phi. Next you can see that if you want to convert a cylindrical coordinate parameters into rectangular values, we are having, see that in cylindrical coordinates rho, phi, z, these are the variables. X, Y, Z are the parameters of the rectangular coordinate system. Here to obtain Ax value is equal to A rho cos phi minus A phi into sin phi. To obtain Ay component, Ay is equal to A rho sin phi plus A phi cos phi. And lastly, Az is equal to Az. This is the formula to obtain cylindrical to rectangular values. Lastly, you can see that spherical to rectangular system. If we say rectangular system, x, y, z are the rectangular parameters. R, theta and phi are the spherical parameters. Here Ax is equal to AR sin phi into cos phi plus A theta cos theta into cos phi minus A phi into sin phi. To obtain Ay is equal to AR sin theta sin phi plus A theta cos theta sin phi minus A phi cos phi. Lastly, you can obtain value of Az. Az is equal to AR cos theta minus A theta sin theta. This is the values from spherical to rectangular system. Okay, now let us discuss a vector calculus. In this vector calculus, We are having so many operations such as vector integration, line integral, differential length, surface integral, volume integral, closed and open surfaces. Okay, these are all the things we discussed. Let us say a few points about vector calculus. In vector calculus, the vector calculus is nothing but the calculations done on the vector using the different forms like a vector integration, vector differentiation, like that. First, we take down vector integration. Vector integration in the study of fields comprises of integral in space along lines over a surface or throughout a volume regions, as well as integrals in the time domain and the complex S domain. Okay. In vector integration, you can see the line integral. Here, the line integral consists of evaluating along a specified path the integral of the dot product of a vector and the differential displacement vector tangential to the path. Okay, in the simple words, you can say that line integral gives here, suppose we are drawing a one line, and these lines are divided into number of groups, and each group from starting to end point is the limit of the integral. There, part by part, we are going to evaluating and adding the all parts of the integral. Totally, you can have the line integral, and this line integral is indicated by the sign integral sign in the suffix or a bottom. We are going to write it as L, indicates that this is a line integral. And second one is a differential length dl. This differential length is also called as a small length. Differential length is also called as small length or fractional length, etc. Here differential length is nothing but the total length is divided into number of parts. Say for example 1 meter length is, you see that 1 meter length is nothing but 100 centimeter. For each 10 centimeter, 1 point is decided or 1 point is marked. Totally the entire length is divided by 10 parts, and out of this 10 part, 1 part is nothing but differential length of the particular element. Okay, and that is denoted by, say for example, total length is dl. Suppose you can call total length is dl, and these 10 parts is there now. That is denoted by dl1 plus dl2 till dl10. Addition of dl1 to dl10 gives a total length dl. Okay, this is nothing but differential length. Okay, next you come to the surface integral. Some surface to be considered of any shape. Some surface to be considered are any shape. This surface is consider a area of S. Total area of the surface is S. The total surface is divided into number of parts. Horizontally you can draw a few lines, and vertically you draw some few lines, and While writing these horizontal and vertical lines, we are going to get the separate boxes of surfaces. These out of these several surfaces obtained by drawing the lines horizontally and vertically, you can obtain small surfaces, and these small surfaces is called as a ds, and this is also considered as differential surface. By adding by adding surfaces all the small surfaces, we are going to get a total surface. Total surface is divided into number of surfaces, small surfaces, and each surface is denoted by the letter ds. In the same fashion, in differential length, total length is divided into number of parts, and each part is called as a differential length. Here also, the total surface S is divided into number of small surfaces, and each one small surface is called as a differential surfaces. By adding all these differential surfaces, you are going to get a total surface S. Total surface S. Similarly, volume integral. See this here, surface addition is nothing but surface integration. Integration is nothing but adding all the small surfaces. Instead, it is adding all the small surfaces. Both are same. Group of addition is nothing but integral or integration. Coming to the volume integral. Okay. In the volume integral, the total volume is denoted by V, dV. Okay, if we say volume, it is having three-dimensional values. That is, in the x direction also it is having a value, y direction it is having a value, z direction it is a value. I told that one volume contains certain length, certain height, and certain height and width, and each parameters is represented by the one axis, and this is a three-dimensional figure. The total volume is divided into number of small volumes, is nothing but a small volume dV. By adding all the small volume, you are going to get a total volume of the system, and this is a differential volume, generally denoted as dV, that is equal to dx into dy into dz. Okay, x into y into z, all these three axis parameters gives the values of the volume integral dV. Okay, next coming to the closed and open surfaces. Closed and open surfaces. See here, a closed surface is a boundary surface which divides a volume into two parts. One is an inside and one is outside. A closed surface is a boundary surface which divides a volume into two parts. One is an inside part and one more is outside part. The calculation is done by outside part of the surface is called as the open surfaces. Open surfaces. The calculation or analysis is done on the inside of a closed surface is nothing but closed surface, closed boundary or a closed surface. Okay, next you seen differentiation of scalars and vectors. Differentiation of scalars and vectors. See, the differentiation of a scalar function v of x, y, z is given as dv is equal to dv, differential of dv is equal to del v by del x into dx plus del v by del y into dy plus del v into z del z into dz. Here del v by del x, del v by del y and del v by del z are the partial derivatives of v. Partial derivatives of v with respect to x, y, z respectively. Okay, x, y, z respectively. Then in a similar fashion, the differentiation of a vector function a bar, a cap or a bar from a point x, y, z to a neighboring point x plus dx plus x by y by y plus dy plus z plus dz is DAE is equal to del A by del x into dx plus del A by del y into dy plus del A by del z into dz. This is the representation of the differentiation of the vector functions. Next, coming to the gradient of scalar field. See, here gradient is an operation performed on a scalar function. Gradient is an operation performed on a scalar function which gives a vector function that represents both magnitude and direction of the maximum space rate of increase of scalar function. I will repeat. Gradient is an operation performed on a scalar function which gives a vector function that represents both the magnitude and direction of the maximum space rate of increase of scalar function. Okay. Gradient in general you can refer as grad v. Here what is this gradient? It is very useful in electric field. We already know that if distance of the electric poles or electric line increases, the field is going to be reduced. Okay, this function is nothing but gradient function, grad v. Grad v is a small notation is got. Here grad v is nothing but del v by del r, del v by del x into ax, del v by del v into ay plus del v into del z. This is the representation of the gradient scalar quantity in Cartesian coordinate system. Similarly, divergence of a vector field. The divergence operates on a scalar function, gives a scalar function. Divergence operates on a vector function, gives the scalar function. Divergence operates on a vector function, gives a scalar function. For example, The amount of the current coming from this volume is represented by I is equal to closed surface integral J dot ds. J dot ds. This is used in current density function J. There we use divergence of the vector field. Okay, let it be discussed in detail with the parameter later. Then a physical meaning of divergence. Okay, divergence is nothing but it is a diverge lines are diverge from a specified point. Lines are going out from a certain one point. If you may make a one point over which all the lines are diverge. This represent a positive divergence. The line is diverging some from one single point is nothing but positive divergence. If lines coming towards the point is nothing but negative divergence. Negative divergence. Suppose if we consider a point, okay, certain fields are coming and certain fields are going. Here there is no divergence. Here there is no divergence, just the path is only you can observe that. Next you can see curl of a vector. Curl of a vector. The term curl is used in order to represent the moment of the magnetic flux lines. Moment of the magnetic flux lines, and we seen that in a magnet from south pole to north pole there exists a electromagnetic fluxes, and these flux lines travels in the form of curl. That is where this curl is used. You to represent a field of the magnetic flux. Then line integral of a vector field. As you told earlier, vector field, a vector is nothing but having a certain magnitude and direction in a particular direction. Line integral, in the first case you are drawing a one simple line. Their ends are we noting from top end to bottom end, you can say. So many parts are divided, and adding all these points totally we can get the line integral. But in case of the vector field there is a closed path. There is a closed path like a one square or a rectangular box. The calculation is done. The total total line integral is calculated. This is nothing but the vector field. Then interpretation, physical interpretation of the curl. Okay, you can observe physically how the curl magnetic flux lines are shown with the help of the vector and its magnitude. Vector and its magnitude in the circular path. This is a physical interpretation of the curl. At last, you can see that Laplacian operator. Delta is the Laplacian operator. Suppose Laplacian of a scalar, the Laplacian of a scalar function v is defined as del square v is equal to del dot del v. Del dot del v. Del dot del v, here del into del square. V is the a scalar function. Del square v is equal to del dot del v. This is the Laplacian of a scalar function v. Along with the all coordinate system, you can express the value of Laplacian. That is in the Cartesian coordinates, you can observe that del square v is equal to del square v is equal to del square v by del x square plus del square v by del y square plus del square v by del z square. This is a representation of the Laplacian function in Cartesian coordinate system. And in cylindrical and spherical system also you can going to represent the Laplacian system. And lastly you can observe the Laplacian of a vector. The Laplacian of the vector A is defined as the gradient of the divergence of A minus curl of A. Curl of A, that is del square A is equal to del dot A minus del dot A. Now this is the representation of the Laplacian of a vector field. Now you can see a few points, few important points and definition of the vector calculation, starting from the vector integration to a Laplacian operator. Now let us solve a few problems that are related to this vector analysis. Take up a first problem. Problem number 1, Q1. Obtain the equation for the line between the points P of 1, 2, 3 and Q of 2, minus 2, 1. Solution. Obtain the vector equation for the line PQ between the points P of 1, 2, 3 meters and Q of 2, minus 2, 1 meter. See this, the vector PQ is nothing but XQ minus XP into AX, YQ minus YP into AY, ZQ minus ZP into AZ. Here that is tail minus head. Okay, see here, this is a P points, P of P points, this is a Q points. Okay, first in the here XQ is nothing but 2 minus XP, that is 1. 2 minus 1 in the direction AX. This is the X direction, this is the Z direction and this is the Y direction. See that substitution is very important, and we observing the figure you can write the equations. This here first point Q minus P into AX, Q minus P into AY, Q minus P into AZ. Simplifying this expression, that is 2 minus 1 1, minus 2 minus 4 4, minus 1 minus 3 4. Okay, here 1 minus 4 minus 2. The final value is PQ is equal to AX minus 4Y minus 2AZ. This is the value of the vector PQ. Let us see the one more problem. Obtain unit vector from the origin to G of 2, minus 2, minus 1. Origin is this is the origin point 0 and this is the specified point 2 of minus 2 minus 1. This is a x value, y value, z value. In the x direction AX, y direction AY and z direction minus 1. Vector G is equal to, I told that P minus Q, what we discussed in the earlier. Okay, Q minus P. At the same problem, same formula, you can write the values. Here xg minus 0 into AX, yg minus 0 into YY, ay plus zz minus 0 into z. Okay, see this value 2 minus 2 minus 1. This is value of vector g. The unit vector Ag is nothing but g divided by modulus of g. This modulus of g is the square root of 2 square minus 2 square minus 1 square. The value of this modulus of g is 3. G is given as 2ax minus 2ay minus az. All divided by 3 gives the values of Ag. Now Ag is 0.667 into ax minus 0.67 into ay minus 0.333 az. This is the way you can obtain the value of the unit vector. Next problem, given the points a and b, if vector a is equal to 2ax minus 3ay plus az, b is equal to minus 4ax minus 2ay plus 5az, find a into a dot b and a cross b. First you can find the dot product and then you find the a cross product. Solution: a dot b, value of the a is written ax minus 3y plus az dot minus 4ax minus 2ay plus 5az. Simplify this value. 2 into 4 8 plus into minus minus, then minus 3 into minus 2 plus 6 plus 1 into 5 8 plus, see here ax into ax 1. I told that in the vector algebra ax into ax dot ax is equal to 1, ay dot ay is equal to 1, like that, and that value is 1. That is why 8 into 1, 6 into 1, 5 into 1. Finally you can get the value 3. This is the value. See here also we mentioned, see that ax into ax, okay, 3 value. See here ax dot ax, okay, all this is equal to, so sorry, here 0 is written, this is 1 actually. Then you cross product a cross b, that is ax ay az. Simplifying this one, okay, keeping 2 constant, 3 into 5 15 minus 2 minus 13 ax. If you calculate ay, 2 into 5 10, 10 minus 4 minus 10 minus 4 14 ay. Then keeping this term constant, 2 into 2 4, there 2 into 2 4, 4 into 3 12, 4 plus 12 16 az. See this, transform a function f is equal to 10 ax minus 8 ay plus 6 az into function into cylindrical coordinates. Here given in rectangular coordinate system, suppose you are convert into cylindrical form, and we have the formulas: x is equal to rho into cos phi, y is equal to rho into sin phi, and z is equal to z. And you can find out the value of rho, x square plus y square, this is the value. Phi is equal to tan inverse of y by x is equal to minus 38.66. Substitute in the equation, finally you get the value like this. Similarly, one more value, transform b is equal to y into ax minus x into ay plus z into az into cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, in the So, similarly, just now we discussed the conversion formula using this one. It is possible to convert it and we can get the values in the cylindrical coordinate. That is here x is equal to rho into cos phi, y is equal to rho into sin phi, b is equal to rho sin phi ax minus rho cos phi az plus z. You substitute it and simplify, you can get the value. See, this is a problem to evaluating a line integral. Evaluate line integral. I is equal to integral a dot dl, where a is equal to x plus y into ax plus y minus x into ay. Along y square is equal to x from a of 1 comma 1 to b of 4 comma 2. Here starting point is a and ending point is b. Starting point value is 1 comma 1 and ending point value 4 comma 2. Here dl is equal to dx into ax plus dy into ay. See there a dot dl x plus y dx plus y here given, substitute it, y square is equal to x or 2 dy is equal to dx. Substitute here integral a dot dl values 1 to 2, then 1 to 2, y square plus y 2y. Simplify this. Okay, simplify and substitute the values. Finally you can get the value of 11 into 1 by 3 is the value of the line integral. Next problem, given the vectors m is equal to this much and m is equal to this much, that is m is equal to 10ax plus 4ay minus 8az and n is equal to 8ax plus 7ay minus 2az. Find the a unit vector in the direction minus m plus n. See this minus m plus 2n, m is equal to this value is given. See here minus 10ax, here minus is there, minus into minus plus 10ax minus 4ay plus 8az plus 16ax. See this value of 2n, n is equal to 8ax, 2n means 16ax plus 7 14ay minus 2 4az. This gives the value of 26 comma 10 comma 4. You can find the unit vector, that is m minus m plus 2n divided by modulus of m minus m plus 2n. Now you can give the value 0.92 ax, 0.36 ay, because ax cancelled out, only you can have the your unit vector value in the all coordinates, that is 0.92, 0.36 and 0.14. Then you find out the magnitude of 5ax plus n minus 3m. Here is you have to substitute the values as it is. See that first one is 5ax, 5 only ax is given, ay az is not given, that is why y and z values are 0. Ax value 1, 5 into 1 5 0 0. Next value of n is equal to 8 7 minus 2 minus of m 10 4 8, here 13 30 12 minus 24. Simplify this one, 43 comma minus 5 comma 22, and modulus value of this one is 43 minus 5 and 22. Finally you can get the magnitude is 48.6. Then third problem, modulus of m, modulus of 2n modulus of m plus n. Only you can take the magnitude of the values and substitute and finally get this value as minus 580.5, 319, 3193 minus 2902. This is the value given. Next problem. Given 3 points A of 4, 3, 2, B of minus 2, 0, 5 and C is equal to 7, minus 2, 1. Specify the vector existing from origin to point A. Here points are given is 4, 3, 2 from the origin, that is 4ax plus 3y ay plus 2az because of origin. Then given a unit vector existing from the origin midpoint of line AB, the vector from the origin to a midpoint is given by the equation m is equal to half into a plus b. Okay, substitute the value of a. A is given as 432 and b is given by minus 2, 5 and 5 and c is given this much. Only 2 and a and b substituted here and multiplied with half. Finally you can get the value 1, 1.5, 3.5. M is nothing but 0.25, 0.38 and 0.89. Then calculate the length of the perimeter of a triangle ABC. Perimeter of the triangle here calculated. AB is given, BC given, CA given. AB value, BC value plus CA value. Substitute the value. Finally you can get 233.32. Now given the points A, 8, minus 5, 4 and B is equal to minus 2, 3, 2. Find the distance AB. AB is nothing but B minus A. Substitute the value. Right? B minus A. Okay, distance from A to B, B minus A. Substitute the value. Then unit vector from A to B, BA minus modulus of BA. Substitute the value. Unit vector defined by the origin of the midpoint AB. Okay, A plus B by 2, modulus of A by 2. Now you are getting the value 0.36 and this one. Okay, you can see that express the field D is equal to x square y square to the power of minus 1 into x into ax plus y into ay in the cylindrical components and cylindrical variables. Now you can find the value of D. Here x is equal to rho cos phi, y is equal to rho sin phi and x square plus y square is equal to rho square. Therefore D is equal to 1 divided by rho into cos phi ax plus sin phi ay. Then d rho. Okay, substitute to the a equations. Finally you can get d is equal to 1 by rho into a rho. And last problem you can see that given a 3 points P of 2, minus 3, 1 and Q of minus 4, minus 2, 3 and R is equal to this much. Find the vector from P to R. Okay, PR is nothing but R minus P. Okay, R minus P, this is the value. Here only this you can write the equations and substituting the value and simply calculating and finally you can get the value. Okay, thank you very much.